Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for coming back and to this series of the P51 conversion to RC. So you see that I've built up this construction with this polystyrene, I think it's called, because I needed to turn the plane around and it would be very awkward, so I spent like 30 minutes just building it. And what I've done a kind of a critical step that I was kind of procrastinating for a while, which is I've put together the wing and the fuselage. I need to do it because, as you might know, on the P51 there's a big oil scoop that comes up to, I believe, around here. Let me point with something. So the wing has to be on before I do actually the bottom side. So I've glued this main spar already and it's kind of okay. I think at least visually it's all eyeballing it, right? So that seems to be okay. I've used super glue to glue this also in place because I had to kind of hold it in tension, and super glue is much better for that. And then for this last form I had to do a bit of corrections, and I think I'm just putting a spot of normal glue. For the front former, this one also I had to kind of watch it because I had to put in a bit of a shimming in here, because as the fuselage is not completely rigid, it kind of droops on that side. So I kind of figured out it would work like this. So let's see if it's true. Let's see when I turn it around if it's crooked or if the nose is pointing up or down in an awkward way. But anyhow, like it, I think it's looking okay now. The next step is to start to build up, once all this is glued together, start to build up then the stringers from the nose, and also then there's a piece I think I have to build, it's called F1, that goes I think here, which is going to be then the oil filter scoop, air scoop, and then basically build up the whole underside of the fuselage. So that should then at the end look relatively good, I would say. Then there's more to do, of course, but it's going to I think give it a lot of rigidity. And then on another note, what I've done, I've put together the wheels. I had them already around, but I just decided to glue them because at this point, once this is finished and I've got the stringers in place, I'll be able to put the landing gear in, and I might be able to do some taxi runs, which are always fun to play around, taxiing around with nothing. Unless the nose is too heavy, then it's going to tip over forward and then I can't do it, but we'll figure it out. Anyhow, as always, let's follow me along on this one, and let's see how it goes. And time for a short update on the P51. So sometimes I put the model down just that it starts to look more like a plane. So let me put it up on the operation table, let's call it like that. And there I balance it close to the engine to take the weight, and there. And what I've been up to now, I've started to build, let's say, the oil scoop. That is not going to be a scoop, but anyhow, like the characteristic shape of the oil scoop. I'm using thicker balsa strips. I think I found them from the Hurricane model. It's kind of like double the size. I'm kind of thinking that the chances are is that if it does fly and if it lands, it's probably going to land on this bit, maybe even on the nose. So a bit of stronger balsa, it's probably a good idea. So I'm going to still put 2 more strips in here, and this is kind of, it's a slow process because I cut out the shape, I carve out the notch on the formers, then I glue 2 spots in, have to wait for that to set, then I do the others. And here at the end, actually I'm leaving it long. This should be flush somehow. I still have to figure out how I'll do it. And then a piece of card according to the plan. What I also did, I don't know if you can see it, but I put here also more of the stringers. So basically all the rear stringers are in place. And I also put in some reinforcements. There are some reinforcements in the plan, but I'm not sure at what height. So anyhow, I reinforced it a little bit so that at least the tail wheel has a bit more support, at least the former that it has. So I'll continue with these stringers, sorry, and then I'll probably turn it around and start to do then the nose part. Once that is done, then basically the fuselage structure will be completed. So time to wrap up the video. You see I've managed to put in all the stringers also on the forward part of the fuselage. I have put some of the stronger ones and then some of the, let's say, thinner ones also. Same concept, because if it crashes, it's probably going to crash with the, I hope it crashes with the belly and not with the top. It is quite a lot of effort somehow to get the stringers to bend in, and I use pins and everything I can to do it, but it does come at a price. I'm going to show you now also the price of this once I pull this out. So, well, let me show you first of all the bottom side. There it is, looking kind of okayish. Then it's still going to be the tissue going to come, and then also here, you can't see it here at the top, is going to be kind of the exit of the oil cooler. I'm thinking of actually making holes in that so that air can actually flow from under the propeller, kind of under the side of the fuselage, cool down the ESC and then flow out here. That's kind of an idea I have. I might actually do it. But as I was saying, all this handling has some consequences because I'm very clumsy, and let's see if I can show you if I get this out of the way. Let's see if you can see it there. So as you can see, I broke there that I think 3 stringers all at once. 3 stringers broken on the upper side of the fuselage. So, and it's not the first 3. I've broken easily, I'm going to say 6, 7, maybe even 10 stringers I've broken with this handling. So me a bit clumsy with that, but now what I'm going to do, I'm going to fix this up and at least put some gluing and try to fix them up. If not, then putting a new stringers for that section, and then after that, then I'll try to do some taxi runs. I think it's going to be still nose heavy. If I put it down, let's see, it's a bit nose heavy. If I put in the battery, I think it's going to, and the propeller and everything is going to tip over forward, but I might put some weights in the back somehow. I'll try to figure it out. But in any case, so let me fix this up. Let me try to show you also some of the taxi runs if I manage to get it. And as always, thank you everybody very much for watching and following along, and I'll see you next time. Well, it's nosing over. Now, that was not supposed to happen. But it happened on the ground and not in the air, right?